Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card.
I don't know why it do that to me every now and then, but excusez-moi. We are here. It's another week. To talk sports. Talk all kind of sports. Your man Wild Card Mar is in the building. Hey, I need to tighten up. Welcome to another edition of I.O.W. Sports Show, late night owl edition. Shout out to all my night owls. Was really good with you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I did. Can't lie. Sunday the 13th was my 38th birthday, so I spent a lot of time with family. My grandmother, my grandfather, I went to church with them. She hooked up that catfish dinner for me. With the kids, the wifey, and then also, spent some time with my godmother and my godbrothers. My god nephew, he has the same birthday as me, but we celebrated his birthday on Saturday. She had the water park in her backyard. She rented some inflatable, water slides and all that. So I had a wonderful birthday. So for those, I want to thank you all who took the time out, whether it was social media or personally text me, direct message, whatever. Every and anybody that wished me happy birthday this past week, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart to see the another year. Truly blessed, but I am absolutely blessed to see another year and spend time with families. But look, we're going to get into this, all right, because we got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to introduce a new segment for Monday nights. For those who watch the content, I am a big wrestling fan, whether it's WWE, AEW, all that jazz. Whatever it is, I'm into it. All right. I've been a wrestling fan since I can remember. All right. I'm just gonna be honest. I've just been a wrestling fan. It's just how it is. All right. I absolutely love wrestling. Can't help it. All right. I need to. I'm. Excuse me. I'm trying to find something because I'm trying to find something because I had something and it messed up for me. But for those who are into wrestling, we're gonna find this spot together. All right. I'm gonna try to. I think you feel the same way.
Saturday night main event.
No, because I was at my.
Oh my God, EO.
We're doing.
What do you do with him though?
I don't give a fuck. You just throw him on the fucking screen, bro. He needs to hear this,
especially with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
All right, so no, this is what you do. I'm about to.
I know what you do, but you go ahead. Let me hear what you're gonna say.
Yeah, OTC. We are not gonna call you OTC one, but dog.
I heard that. What the heck does that even mean?
Come on. Come on. Hey. Yeah. We just lost our big dog right now. I know your vacation was supposed to be a little bit longer. I know. And that's what we agreed to. But yeah, card is subject to change, and we need you back right now.
So I heard
right now
that there were rumors that he was supposed to return last night.
Well, he needs to come back now. All right. Whatever the hell you are doing, Roman Reigns, Joseph, whatever you are doing.
What do you do with him though?
I don't give a fuck. You just throw him on the fucking screen, bro. He needs to be on the screen. So
all right.
Yeah. I don't literally say, hey, Roman. This is literally from the other day, Sunday. Shout out to my bro. All right, that's Spike Studley. Y'all can check in with his content. Y'all seen him on the show before. But I played that clip is because, sure enough, Monday night, Roman Reigns makes his return, and it was necessary. For me personally, you know, as Spike said, you know, he was rumored to come back Saturday. But I look, now that the injury for Seth, and obviously we don't know how long is going to be. There's really no update on it. Regardless, you need to bring Roman Reigns back ASAP. And to no surprise, you know, I was still happy about it. He showed up tonight, made his return back to wrestling. But in general, I'm gonna make this wrestling spotlight quick, but I am going to add this to the docket every Monday because obviously Monday Night Raw, we had CM Punk now will face Gunther at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. All right. And of course, I want to give a shout out to my man Spike Studley again because he has done this numerous times. And when I go through all the footage, I'll clip it and show everything. But he literally called Naomi cashing in on that I.O.W and Rhea fight. He called it literally 30 minutes before it happened, and it happened. And shout out to Naomi. Proceed with caution. All right. She is now your women's world champion. Shout out to her. Now a 3-time champion, I believe, in WWE. It's been a minute since she's had a championship, but you know, and admittedly for me, you know, I've always been a fan of Naomi, but I will admit that the glow and the nice Naomi, it got stale because I'm like, I was always a fan of when she did Team Bad. For those who know what I'm talking about, I love Naomi when she was doing that. So I was kind of hoping that she would get back to that type of character. And now that she has with the Proceed with Caution character, ever since she was revealed as the person that pushed Jade off and threw her into a car, and they've had a great match. They had another great match yesterday. That's 2 great matches now with Jade and Naomi. All right. Jade won both of them. One at WrestleMania and one at Evolution. And shout out to all the ladies who participated in Evolution. They did a phenomenal job. That was a great PLE. You know, if I was give it a grade and scale, but a solid B plus. Okay. I thought they did a phenomenal job. All 7 matches, including the Battle Royal. You know, the Battle Royal, my prediction, was the only one that was predictable. Stephanie Vercure, shout out to her. A fan favorite. Love what she's doing. She won. You know, Jade got the victory again. That makes sense for her being queen of the ring. Get her prepared for a #1 contendership so she can have a chance at the WWE Championship. All right, against Tiffany Stratton. That's dope. All right. That was a great match. I'm telling you that her and Naomi put on. Bailey, Lyra Valkyria, and Becky Lynch. That was a predictable outcome, but solid match, a solid way to open up the show. You know, I absolutely loved that PLE. The tag team championship 4-way was solid. You know, had his rightful place in there. Okay. I don't know how Tiffany Stratton and Trish. It wasn't a bad match. Predictable. But yeah, solid. Overall, the PLE was great, and the pace of it. And you kind of look. I'm like, oh, this is. They get through it and got through it, but it was just an overall heavy wrestling weekend for all us wrestling fans. Shout out to AEW. They put on a solid show, all in Texas. That's their equivalent of their SummerSlam, so they went all out. Here's my only problem: AEW, stop giving us these long ass PLEs or whatever y'all call them, pay-per-views. All right, I know WWE call them premium live events, pay-per-views, whatever that's what y'all call them, whatever. 6 hours is crazy. 6 hours is crazy. All right. But then again, we can't really complain about the 6 hours of a big event of like a SummerSlam equivalent for AEW when Mania, and I went to it in Philly last year. We spent a solid 4.5, something like that, hours in the stadium both nights. And so I'm not going to bitch and moan about AEW having a 6 hour show, but at the same time, it's like, all right, come on now, bro. Like, damn. like if I come in when the sun is up and I come down and it's pitch dark, like, we got a problem. All right. But I get it. But they did have a solid show. And I know Evolution was an all women's premium live event. I'm going to shout out Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné. You know, I've been very critical of Mercedes Moné for the last few months, but she's been cooking. She's been killing it. And of course, you know, Goldberg, Saturday night main event, he didn't win. I need to actually go back and watch that because y'all know me. I've been very critical of Goldberg, and I actually need to, I at least owe it to myself to make sure I watch that match with him and Gunter and give a actual real assessment of it before I just start floating and talking about it. So that happened. Obviously, I did see the highlights. Now you got Jelly Roll is involved with SummerSlam. Him and RKO are going to take on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. So that's and shout out to Logan Paul, who was talking his junk on SmackDown. He was talking like he is you know, a full-time wrestler, but he was talking like he was a full-time wrestler that's been on the roster for like 20 years, talking down to Jelly Roll. So that was funny. Look, wrestling has been on fire, but before I get off of wrestling, I will be like literally, I'm still in shock of how great that match between Io and Rhea was, and it concluded with the cash in. It was fire. That was dope. I can't wait to break down the highlights of that watch along that I did. So usually for those who are like, again, if you like, share, subscribe to the I.O.W. Sports Network YouTube channel and hit those alerts. It'll let you know when I be dropping content. And so, you know, I'm diversifying my content. I've been loving the watch alongs that I've been doing, the interaction and breaking those clips down. That's been fantastic. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am going to add more wrestling content to this show, specifically on Mondays, because it makes sense with the you know, Monday Night Raw just now you know, ending a few hours ago. So we'll be doing that on Mondays. All right, more wrestling spotlights. But let's transition, okay? Because there was one individual in New York, all right, a wide receiver. You know, he didn't have to wrestle his managers to pay him. All right, he didn't have to wrestle his front office to pay him because they went ahead and paid him. We're talking about Garrett Wilson. Man, got paid. Garrett Wilson got PAID. His package is FAT. Them pockets is fat now. Oh, them pockets is fat. My man got big money. All right. I mean, we're talking about 4 years, 130 million, 90 million of it guaranteed. Ooh, woo. That big money right there. All right. That is big money right there. I mean, he got more than half of his contract guaranteed. So I know he's happy about that. All right. He is happy about that. More about almost 3/4 of his contract is guaranteed. Closer around that, I need to do the math on the. I'm just going off the top of the head of what I'm looking at, but big money. I mean, I'm gonna pull it up in just a second, but and look, it's about time, and I here's why I'm gonna say this. Because even Damian Woody, who's a former Jet, he even talked about it. So when you see people like him even talk about it as an analyst, and you kind of understand, like, hey man, that makes sense. That makes sense. So look, I'm gonna kind of set this up for everybody to take a quick listen to, but I believe that this is really it's a smart move by the Jets. And we got to be honest, the Jets haven't made a lot of smart moves in their franchise history, but this is one that I think is pretty smart. And if you ask me, it's what was y'all waiting on? I don't know what y'all was waiting on, but do better than that. Like, so Damian Woody gave his takes on it. Let's take a listen for what Damian Woody had to say.
Yeah, about time. Listen, I think the thing that really comes about it with this thing, we saw the angst with Garrett Wilson last year with Aaron Rodgers, and there was a lot of noise behind the scenes that that Garrett Wilson didn't want to be with the New York Jets, and obviously the changes that the Jets have made have really calmed things down, and obviously with this new contract extension, it just shows you that Garrett Wilson wants to be a part of the long-term solution for the New York Jets and trying to get this organization over the hump. So, obviously that core four, that draft class from 2022 with Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, all those guys, and Breece Hall, he's the first one to get paid, and rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so. And here's rightfully so on why Garrett Wilson deserved that money. All right. I want you to take a listen to what I'm about to reel off. All right. Aaron Rodgers, Tyrod Taylor, Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian, Zach Wilson, Chris Streveler, Mike White, Joe Flacco. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different quarterbacks he has throwing the passes to him in the 3 years that he has been a New York Jet. Again, 8 different quarterbacks, 3 years he has been in the league. 8 different quarterbacks, 3 years he's been in New York Jet. Now, I haven't seen stuff like that since prime DeAndre Hopkins before they got Deshaun Watson. I mean, literally, D-Hop was putting up numbers with any and everybody. All right? putting up numbers with any and everybody. All right. I mean, it was astonishing on what DeAndre Hopkins was really doing when the man was literally sitting there, just catching passes and touchdowns left and right from God knows who in Houston. Rookie year for Garrett Wilson, 2022. Played 17 games, started 12 of them. Target 147 times, 83 receptions, 1,103 yards, 4 TDs. AP Offensive Player Rookie of the Year. Easily was an Offensive Rookie of the Year. No doubt about it. Won their award. 2023, his sophomore year. Played 17 games, started all 17, 168 targets, 95 receptions, 1,042 yards, 3 TDs. 2024, 17 games, started all 17, 154 targets, 101 receptions, 1,104 yards, 7 TDs. 3 straight years, 1,000-yard receptions. 1,000 yards each year. All right. Minimum 83 receptions. All right. You want to nitpick at his game? Oh, he's not getting the end zone enough. Okay, fine. Again, 3 straight 1,000-yard receiving yards seasons. Minimum of 83 touchdowns, a minimum of 3 touchdowns. 83 receptions, 3 touchdowns. That's the minimum. 1,000-yard receiving. Again, 8 different quarterbacks in 3 seasons. You can't tell me that Garrett Wilson can't play no football. Are the numbers astronomical? No, but damn it, he's still putting up numbers with literally any and everybody throwing him the damn football in New York. Ain't too much that's been going great that's been going on in the Jet uniform, but here we have Garrett Wilson being one of the few bright spots on the offensive side. We know what they are on defense. They've been a great defensive team, had the great players. We know what they've done. The problem with the Jets is for the last few years is the offense. But it ain't been Garrett Wilson's problem. He's still putting up solid damn numbers. I'll take a wide receiver that's going to give me 1,100 receiving yards anytime. I got Patrick Mahomes as my quarterback in Kansas City, but I still can't get a 1,000-yard receiver. It's been a minute since Tyreek Hill done that. I'm talking about receiver. I know Travis Kelce's putting up numbers, but no. I'm talking about wide receiver. It's been a minute in Kansas City. The Jets got something there at wide receiver. The man has had 8 different quarterbacks, and he's still giving you numbers. Of course he deserved this contract. Without a doubt. You can't deny it. As a football fan, I see it. As a Jets fan, you should be happy. The thing that you should be concerned about is what else are you going to get to help Garrett Wilson and help propel this offense? What are you going to get? You hoping that Breece Hall can turn it up? Yes. And hopefully he can. Hopefully, with no, Nathaniel Hackett, that can't hack it, that coaching is no longer there. No longer have to deal with Aaron Rodgers and his buffoonery. So hopefully, you can start turning that offense into something. Hey, I don't know what the Jets are going to be. But one thing's for sure, and 2 things for sure. Garrett Wilson going to show up, and Garrett Wilson's going to show out. And he got handsomely paid for it, and rightfully so. But I want to bring something up right here. And I'm kind of colliding certain topics. Remember a couple of weeks ago, if you watched the content, I was talking about Travis Hunter and what position he should play. All right. and what position he should play. I still think wholeheartedly at some point in time he's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to get to that wide receiver side. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to really look at this. All right. I really want y'all to look at this. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money that comes with this. I mean, look. All right, so Jamar Chase, obviously right here at the top, you know, he's getting $40.2 million a year. Look who just got paid, Garrett Wilson, right here. $90 million guaranteed, 32.5 average annual. He just got bumped into the top 5. Just like that. Just like that. So my statement is you don't have to really like come on, Travis Hunter. You don't have to be even Garrett Wilson. You can have look at this. You can have a Jalen Waddle type of production. He's top 13 in payment. And he's their second wide receiver. He's behind their number 1 in Tyreek Hill. He's like, come on. He's still averaging almost 29 million, 28.25 is what he's averaging per season on his check. Come on, man. He's 13th in the league, wide receiver. Pay-wise, he's the number 2 option. You can easily let Brian Thomas Jr. keep racking up his numbers. He's gonna get paid. But look at another number 2 wide receiver. And I get it, T. Higgins could be a number 1 on a lot of teams, but he's the number 2 on Cincinnati. He's 8th in the league, check-wise. DJ Moore. I love DJ Moore. He's getting paid as the top 9. Would y'all consider DJ Moore a top 9 in the NFL? That's up for debate. But top 9 paid. He's getting paid more than A.J. Brown. There's no way I would take DJ Moore over A.J. Brown. My point is Travis Hunter, you don't have to be the best in the league. You just got to make sure you are putting up numbers and you'll get paid. You'll get paid. Again, you really don't see the difference between wide receiver and cornerback. All right. Let's take it a step further. All right. Cornerback. All right. Look at that. Denzel Ward. All right. Average 20.1 million. That's their average. J.C. Horn right there, 25. Both of them have an average value of $100 million. That's the type of money that they're giving out right there on that side of the football. All right. That's not wide receiver money. It's good money, is it? Of course it is. That wide receiver money different. All right. Like this is literally for me. I think it's a no-brainer. You go ahead and you get on that offensive side and you say, hey, man, I know I'm a two-way star in Travis Hunter, but damn it, I got to go where the money at. And until the cornerback market starts reaching, that wide receiver market, especially on those annual averages, they over there getting 20, 25. Like that's not even close to the 13th guy in on the wide receiver side in Jalen Waddle. He's getting 28.2. The money's on the wide receiver side. I'm trying to tell you, it's a passing league still. That's another thing that's impressive about Garrett Wilson. He's still putting up good numbers, 8 different quarterbacks, and the Jets primarily was a run-first type of offense that they were running, or at least trying to establish. Never really got it established, but I think that's another astonishing moment right there. And another thing that you should say, hey, man, that's absolutely phenomenal what Garrett Wilson is doing on that side of the football on a team that's not even a pass-happy team, known for being a tough team, run the football, play good defense. I mean, come on. The Jets don't have a lot of bright spots, but damn it, they got one in Garrett Wilson, and it was absolutely smart to go ahead. I know he's only played 3 years. He's a first-round pick. You could have went ahead and waited. You know, he was eligible right now going into his 4th year. You could have just waited. You could have just picked up the 5th-year option and said, nah, we'll still wait. But you know what I like about it? It's smart. You bring him in right now as the 5th highest paid wide receiver at that position. You still get him some good money, but guess what? If you waited 2 more years, there's no way you could have got him at this price, because he still would have continued to put up good numbers, barring injury. All right. You could add another quarterback to the 8. You would have added Justin Wilson to the 9th quarterback. And, you know, you don't know what else would have transpired in the next couple of years at the quarterback position. It's been instability at the quarterback position for the Jets. Instability. The only thing stable about that offense has been Garrett Wilson. You pay him. Smart. They don't do a lot of smart things in New York when it comes to football. Or the Jersey area, whichever you want to be technical about. East Rutherford. There ain't a lot of smart things going on in East Rutherford. Go ask the Giants how smart their front office has been. Oh, well, let's not pay this great running back. Let him walk for free. We get no compensation back because we're going to stick by that quarterback, pay him, and then cut him late in the season. Yeah, that worked out great. But you smartened up, Jets. You didn't pull a Giants. You got smart. Keep your young talent, especially ones that have been producing for you. And the fact that they have had instability at a position that they are absolutely dependent on. They are dependent on the quarterback to get them the damn football. All right. When a lot of things going right, but damn it, throw it near Garrett Wilson. More than likely he'll catch it. All right. So they did smart. For it's been a minute since some people done some smart things in East Rutherford, but they got this one right. You're supposed to. You got to get this one right. But I was looking at that pay scale for the wide receivers, and I saw some interesting things, y'all. And to be honest, I don't know if it says anything, but I kind of looked at certain teams where you see, obviously the Bengals got 2 wide receivers in the top 10 of the pay scale. Obviously, Jamar Chase at number 1, T. Higgins at 8. All right, when you're literally putting that much towards your wide receiver core, you got to win. And unfortunately, you over here looking at the Bengals, and I'm like, I don't know if they did enough on the. No, I don't think they did anything at all to really matter and make their defense better. They're gonna be in shootouts every week. Sorry, Bengals fans. Hate to burst your bubble, but you see it and I see it. And if you Bengals fans are correct and real and honest, you should be worried. Yeah, Joe Burrow looks good throwing all those touchdowns and all that shit to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You're gonna probably have 2,000-yard receivers. Jamar Chase, don't be surprised if he puts up upwards of 1,400. Upwards of 10 touchdowns. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if T. Higgins chips in another 1,200 with 8 touchdowns. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you miss the playoffs for the 3rd straight year, because you ain't got shit for defense. Can't even get your 1st-round pick in. Can't even pay your top sack getter. Come on. But you got 2 top 10 paid receivers. Ugh. Gave Joe what he wanted. You better go give Joe a defense. And it's not like y'all still got the best offensive line either. So, yeah. Dolphins got 2 wide receivers in the top 15. Bears got 2 wide receivers on the pay list in the top 15. So when you see stuff like that, there's 2 things that, especially with the Dolphins and the Bears. For the Dolphins, obviously you're relying on hopefully, oh man, 2 of you're going to stay healthy, right? That's what you're hoping for. But I think you're still some ding-dongs because you still forget to address the quarterback position, knowing that you're dealing with somebody who is a question mark if he's going to be there in the end. You still forget that you need to actually have a solid backup plan to your quarterback position. Zach Wilson ain't it. All right? We don't know what Quinn Ewers is going to be. You drafted him. All right, not sure what he's going to be. And you did nothing. You did nothing of anything significant at the backup position. Chicago, for me, if you got 2 wide receivers in the top 15 of the pay scale, you got to go win. I do like the fact that they were aggressive. Make sure that they went ahead and got some offensive line play to try to bolster that and get better. Got Joe Thuney, got an all-pro left guard. All right? They did some other moves at the offensive line. Hey, smart. Yeah. Get Caleb Williams help because you got to go win. Number 1 overall pick a couple of years ago. We're spending money at DJ Moore. DJ Moore is number 9 on the list. Okay. Keenan Allen's not too far down that list neither. He had money. All right. When you got 2 wide receivers in the top 15, you got to win. You can't allocate that much money to that one position and it ain't going to be worth the damn. So, look, I'm not a Bears fan, but I'm a football fan. I need to see something from Caleb Williams because the front office in Chicago is trying to show, hey, we're going to spend money to help you. We're going to spend money at this position, at that position. We're going to protect you and give you weapons. That's what they're saying. It's on you now. So what's up? I get it. Sophomore year, cool. All right, let's but come on, man. I'm just saying at some point Caleb gotta do something. So I mean, maybe I'm doing too much. You know? Maybe I'm doing too much. So I mean it's what is it now? Yeah, it'll be a sophomore year. I'm not trying to put no pressure on him. I'm just being real. Just being real. And look, they gave him an offensive-minded coach in Johnson. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. All right, but when you start seeing all this money getting spent to the wide receiver position, damn it, you better either make sure you got the right quarterback, right backup plan, and you damn sure better get in Joe Burrow case, give him a defense, help him out. All right, help him out. Speaking of quarterbacks, former quarterback. This story is weird. Obviously, I think there's more details that need to come out on this, but a lot of people are talking about it right now. This situation is crazy right here. Let's take a listen.
A South Florida football legend has been suspended from his coaching job at a Miami high school.
Local 10's Casey Hintz is in the newsroom with the details. Casey.
Yeah, Janice and Calvin, we are talking about Teddy Bridgewater, a former NFL star and current head coach of the Miami Northwestern football team, who actually led this team to the state title just last year. Now Sports Illustrated is reporting the school has suspended Bridgewater. Now this is video just after Bridgewater led the team to victory in that championship game. SI saying Bridgewater is being investigated by the Florida High School Athletic Association for allegedly providing unallowed benefits to players. Now, in an older online post, Bridgewater wrote that he spent $14,000 on a preseason camp. The state's also looking into if Bridgewater allowed an ineligible player to take the field. Bridgewater posting Sunday night that this is not an investigation and he's actually no longer employed. Bridgewater joined the Northwestern program last year just after his retirement from the NFL. We're working to get more details and reaction, and we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, crazy thing. He definitely said the suspension came from Miami Northwest, and it's impossible to suspend someone who doesn't work for you. So, newsflash, not all coaches are employees of those schools. I guess it's a separate entity. Anyway, I don't know how they determine that, but he's saying that, hey, I don't work for you, but you're suspending me. It's impossible to suspend someone who doesn't work for you. So if I'm suspended from Miami Northwest, I'm free to go to another school of my choice, but I'm not going anywhere. And if it comes down to it, I will volunteer from the bleachers like I used to in 2018 and 2019 when no one had a problem. So those are interesting words right there. And if you really look at it, so he spent some of his own money to, do this, whether it was to Uber some of the kids, get some recovery, do that. Look, I have no issue with it because, and obviously I don't know the financial status of a Miami Northwest. All right. I'm not from that area. I'm not going to pretend to. All right. But here's what I do know. Some of your bigger football programs, especially in the state of Florida, state of Texas, your Bishop Gorman's in Las Vegas, schools like that, your Mater Days in California, some of your bigger, well-known schools across the nation, they do all kind of things that bring in talent. And one of those is recruiting. And one of those is, I'm pretty sure, there's some money being exchanged from boosters to help, provide certain things for those high schools, whether it's facilities, whether it's practice facilities, practice fields, locker rooms, equipment, just your typical things. Now, those are from like boosters, alumni, and things like that. So I think one thing that needs to get clarified in this situation is if Teddy is the head coach and are they just suspending him because he is the actual football coach? And they are they looking at this optics wise? It looks pretty bad. Because for me personally, I still think it doesn't look bad. What's wrong with a coach wanting to personally go out of his pocket to help further his team? All right. Now, in Teddy's own words, he said he went to Miami Northwest and said, hey, I spent my own money for this, spent my own money for that. He purposely disclose that information with the school so that there wasn't no secret. There wasn't anything, no rumors or things that can be said. I found that very interesting that he went ahead and told the school, and this suspension isn't coming from, the state of Florida and their high school commission. This is coming from Miami Northwest, the actual school that suspended him. I also find that interesting because if you feel like you're suspending him because you feel like he did something wrong, that's just how I feel. I think Miami is trying to cover their butts. Miami Northwest is trying to cover their butt and trying to say, no, we're going to suspend them. Investigate away, and we already took care of the problem. I just find it shocking. Because it almost feels like you don't have your coach's back, that you're suspending him without cause. Look, I'm just looking at it different. All right. Because if you feel like he did nothing wrong, then I think you should stand by him. Have his back. Like, nah, my guy ain't built like that. He did nothing wrong. Matter of fact, you should jump in the fire and say, nah, man, you riding with our dude, Teddy. We riding with him. But I think what they're doing is they're looking at the optics and saying, well, ever since Teddy joined us, his first year, we went, you went straight to the championship, won it. Maybe you're trying to cover yourself in optics-wise. It looks crazy. I just think that's what the school's doing. I think they're being very reactive. Very reactive. And to it, how it's looking to me, not very appreciative of Teddy. Because the funds that he is spending is probably funds that the school wouldn't have approved of. What are you spending this type of money for Ubers? Well, and again, I think there's more information that needs to come out. I think maybe he's just, doing this transportation for kids that, probably can't have no other way to either get to practice or get to a game or get to this. He's buying recovery trucks, for the athletes, for the football players to help recover, heal your body. It's a gruesome sport. What's wrong with that? You try to tell me these Bishop Gormans, these modern days ain't doing stuff like that? IMG? Huh? Come on now. We already know if you watch a lot of high school football, those big schools on that national stage and they travel, go from state to state to play the other state best. They got the national rankings, they recruit, and I'm pretty sure they take money from boosters and former alumni. Hey, especially if you got a lot of alumni that are in the NFL or got a name with some notoriety that come with a lot of commas and zeros in their bank account. You don't think they give them back? You don't think they over there helping the kids with recovery trucks? Oh man, man, half our student population live in impoverished homes, and we can't get them to practice. You don't think they're gonna Uber them? You don't think they're gonna, especially in Texas? Oh, they love it. They crazy about their football. You don't think they're gonna do any and every measure to go ahead and make sure that they get their damn kids to the damn practice, to the damn games, to show up and show out? They take football so damn serious, so sincere. Florida's another state that takes it serious. But I don't think this is a situation where Teddy is trying to cheat. He's just trying to look out. He's trying to look out. I just think this is crazy. So, hey, man, shout out to the Bronx, man. Brother BKL Contreras. Shout out to, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. BX in the building. All right. So I just think like when you got somebody like Teddy who's passionate about those kids. I saw a clip from one of his practices last year, and the community was lined up around the gates. And he told his players after they broke it down, he said, hey, man, I want y'all to take a look. Take a look. Look around. This is more than football. This is about the community. Look at all these people here to support you on a practice. Look at all these people in the community here to show you love and to do this. And when I saw that clip, I'm like, you're going to suspend a guy like that who's literally, and I get it. We don't know the specifics. I'm just saying in general, a guy who's willing to go in his pocket to take care of the kids. All right? He took care of something that he knew the damn school district wasn't going to do. They ain't got no budget for that. They ain't got no budget for no recovery trucks. They ain't got no budget for no damn pick a Uber kid up because his situation is fucked up and can't get him to practice or the games. They don't give a damn about that. Teddy do. And not just as a head coach. He said it himself. I was doing shit for Miami Northwest before you made me a head coach. It wasn't a problem then. But now that I'm head coach, we got a problem. Okay, if that's the case, then provide me what I need. You can't sit here and act like there ain't no money for these kids to take care of these kids. Come on. And my thing is if you ain't gonna give the school the money to take care of the kids, what's the problem with the man who's head coaching them that's willing to go in his own pockets because he has it? He had the access to that type of money to take care of his kids, and I don't see the problem with it. The man ain't cheating. If they want to say he had an ineligible kid, then by all means, by the state rules, take care of that situation. Go to the roots of it. But don't say that these kids are getting impressionable gifts when we see it on so many levels of literally recruitment goes on. And things go on. But with this situation, I just think this is just a matter of Teddy just trying to do the best for his kids in that community. Again, I don't know the financial status of Miami Northwest. I'm not going to pretend to. I'm going to, from Teddy's own mouth, it sounds like he's just trying to look out and be, he wouldn't be the first coach I heard of that's gone in their pocket to help the team out. I'm pretty sure that happens very often. I'm pretty sure it does, especially in school districts where they may not have the, backing or the budget, the funding to help do those certain things. How I see it is, to me, it should be no harm, no foul. All right. Again, if you want to say that Teddy was, using ineligible players, y'all come up to that conclusion and find evidence. Cool, whatever. But try to suspend them and say he's giving out impressionable gifts to the youth, trying to persuade them, trying to do this or that. I don't know. Just even the breakdown of what Teddy said he spent his money on, it looks like situations where he's just trying to help out these kids, man. Because I've seen this before, where coaches are willing to do what it takes to help out the kids. We're not in the NCAA. I'm just confused. Like if he's trying to do something to benefit the kids, he gets no benefit out of this. Because that team's not guaranteed to be as good as it was to win a state championship his first year. I think probably a lot of things went right. He was the right coach at the right time, right players at the right time, and it went to a championship. But I can't sit here and try to down a man for wanting to look out. I think that's crazy. He ain't the first coach to take care of his kids more than just being a father figure or a coach, but willing to take care of his kids financially if he had to. He ain't the first coach to ever do it in the high school level, and won't be the last. And damn it, if your school district and your school is refusing to give you the funds of the budget and you got the means, why are we crying and making a big fuss out of it? I don't know. I'm slightly confused. Damn sure slightly confused on that. A justice for my man. All right, justice for my man Teddy B. Y'all get right for my man Teddy B. Got about 6 minutes left in the show. As I let the video play in the on the side of me, I'm gonna turn the sound off. But Cal Raleigh, my goodness, Cal Raleigh. What more can you say about that young man? some of the highlights right here that the home run derby for him. All right. Home run king tonight. All right. The home run king. And for me, I love the fact that he made some history. First catcher to win the home run derby. Leads the league, Major League Baseball, as they came into the All-Star break this week as the home run leader. I just love the fact that it is still highlighting that in the game of baseball, that the home run is still the most exciting play in baseball. Chicks still dig the long ball. Balls. But as much as I want to celebrate Cal Riley's, historic moment, first catcher to win, and he advanced in a crazy way, by inches advanced. One of those home runs just got got the distance by a little bit. And he showed up and show out, did his thing in the finals. But as I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I love the fact how baseball is still celebrating the home run. It's still showing that the home run is the most exciting play. And chicks still dig the long ball, Paul. It brings me to this conversation, folks. It brings me to this conversation. If you are still, as the Major League Baseball, as a sports entertainment entity, are still putting emphasis that the home run still matters. It's still fun. We still love it. All right? If home run is still king, how do you not have the king of home runs in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I'm taking it there. I'm highly irritated. So for the last couple of minutes of the show, I just gotta understand why Major League Baseball, year in and year out, puts on a home run derby show. All right, highlight every year some of the dopest home runs. The farthest home run. All right. The most clutch home run. The most impactful home run, whatever. They got all types of highlighting and showcasing the home run in Major League Baseball. And if that's the case, how can you sit here as a sports entity refuse to put the king of home run in the Hall of Fame? And I get it. Y'all know what people are going to say, especially you true baseball heads. Well, the Baseball Hall of Fame is not just for Major League Baseball. It's for all of baseball. And you're ran by separate entities. I get that, but still. You can't sit here as a baseball entity and say that, hey, man, you love the long ball, love the home run, but that Barry Bonds fella, keep him out. He's never failed a drug test, but we think he did it. We think he did it. He guilty. He even looks guilty. Look at him. His head size. He got big. Look at him. I just find it weird that Barry Bonds has competed in 6 home run derbies. 1-1 in 96, defeating Mark McGwire. So baseball has always put emphasis on the home run. Been loving it. The home run derby has been a thing for a minute now. I can't remember when it debuted. It's been around all my life. Home run derby's been around all my life. But you refuse to put the king home runs in the Hall of Fame. You can't talk baseball. The story of baseball has to include the home run king. I don't care what nobody say. It has to include the home run king, and y'all refuse to put the man in the Hall of Fame. That baffles me. is a very conflicting and contradicting statement that you're really saying, MLB. It's a contradicting philosophy of what you say you believe in as a sport, but you draw the line at some kind of weird morality. And if we're being a buck, even if he did took the juice, y'all weren't testing for it until somebody decided to go to Capitol Hill and say, "Oh, this is bad for your body. You gotta stop it." Y'all gotta clear that message up, MLB. What is it? Because if you're talking about getting a game of integrity, then clean up the whole Hall of Fame. Then there's a whole bunch of jokers that ain't no squeaky clean motherfucker in there, all right? So don't try to tell me that it's about the morality of a person. No, you still got some shitheads in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame for baseball should be about what you did as a baseball player. And you can't tell me the way that you, as a sports entity, has always cared about the home run. And we can't act like there were times I saw NCAA, they would do the home run derbies. I don't know if they still do it, but they were doing it at a point in time, you know? So we can't sit here and act like it's just the major league level that cares about home run. When you play baseball, people want to see that. Fans want to see it. Players want to see it. Everybody that's around the game of baseball wants to see home runs. But you can't sit here and all of a sudden have the morality clause and say, "Oh, no, we can't have the home run king in here." Especially a dude that ain't never test positive. Just saying, that's kind of odd. It's kind of odd. All right? It's like saying I killed a whole bunch of people, but you ain't got nobody to say or no evidence to say that I did it. That's crazy. You got to prove something. You got to prove that I did it. One thing that you can prove with Barry Bonds is you can prove that he was the best home run hitter in all of baseball that ever lived. Ever. All right. Enough of my soapbox. I'm getting off of it. I'm going to bed. I'm going to have to talk with Randy because he's going to be here tomorrow. All right. And hopefully we have an interesting conversation because just tune in tomorrow, right? I think it's going to be a banger tomorrow. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something great, all right? More details to come. More details to come tomorrow, all right? But I'm going to get out of here, all right? It's been real. It's been fun, all right? What a great time it was, all right? But y'all know the deal. We're going to come back tomorrow around 9:30-ish Central Standard Time because obviously with Randy being on the East Coast, I go a little bit earlier on Tuesday, so just respectfully out of his time so he can, get ready for his Wednesday. All right, so look, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Like, share, subscribe to all the social media platforms for I.O.W. Sports. Posted on the bottom of the screen, all right, on that little ticker going by. Hey, that's all the platforms. You want to chop it up with me personally, tip of my finger right there. Going over to my Twitter page right here, KC Wildcard Mar. And I'll be posting everything that I do. Not just I.O.W., but everything that I do because I got other projects. So go on over there, all right? Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Holla at your boy, all right? Again, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah. Solid Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card Mar.